Ford really seems to be the one that is getting a lot of negative chatter here, and its third quarter sales rose in the single digits, though, by 7.7%. We saw double digits for some of the others. Is Ford sort of the big loser in this whole union negotiation situation?
I think that's a little extreme to say that. They do have some of the most exposure because they have the highest UAW headcount. They also have the highest of their North American production mix. They have the most in the United States at over 80%. But it really just depends what does the ultimate deal look like. Things like wage increases get a lot of attention, but they're by far not the only thing that matters here. And honestly, as an analyst, I could live with even north of 20% wage increases. It's things like reopening the pension, reopening retiree health care, the jobs bank, things like that, in my opinion, are just not affordable.
The more this strike drags on, though, David, what do you see the risk for production for Ford?
Well, the production risk seems to be all tied to what does the UAW want to strike. They've been doing this for now mostly on assembly plants and then the parts distribution centers, which for GM and Stellantis, which I think is more to unfortunately hurt the dealers and try and get the dealers to put pressure on the automakers to get a deal. Ford hasn't had those centers hit yet. The union, though, in my opinion, they've actually, what's happened is bad, I want to be clear, but they haven't done things to enact really deep flesh wounds yet because they haven't gone after full-size pickup trucks. They haven't gone after key powertrain centers, parts centers, like GM's Romulus plant, for example. And they haven't gone after full-size SUVs either. So it'll be interesting if there's another announcement this Friday. Will they go after something more, something that will hurt deeper? And Ford would have the most to lose there because they make all their pickup trucks in the United States, to be clear.
Gotcha. So if that happens, then could we see another leg downwards for the stocks?
Yeah, and I'm actually surprised how well the stocks are holding up given the circumstances. Not that they've been doing great either, but I've also noticed nobody is taking the lead and cutting their estimates yet, and I think. Frankly, nobody wants to be first to do that. I think we're all, as analysts, probably just waiting for an update with Q3 earnings because assuming the strike does continue for a long time, the guidance given at Q2 earnings is almost certainly going to be off the table. It's just a matter of how bad does it get.